If you thought our current teams were crazy, just wait until you see this. We need to talk about what's coming next, because it is going to absolutely blow your mind. Okay, picture this. You've been comfortably building your roster, maybe tossing a few pulls here and there, thinking you have plenty of time. But after the latest 3.3 live stream and special report, the reality is setting in. The second-year anniversary is knocking at our door on April 29th, and the landscape of the game is about to change forever. We finally know what the anniversary banners look like, what the reward structure is shaping up to be, and exactly how little time we have left to prepare. Let's break this down together because honestly, most of us simply can't afford to waste a single pull right now unless you are completely skipping the anniversary. Before we dive into the deep end of the meta and uncover exactly how many pulls you can still scrape together, do me a massive favor and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot as we push towards 1K subscribers, and you won't want to miss the banner updates and pull counts I'll be dropping here soon. Now, hear me out. Let's get into the absolute madness that is the upcoming patch. The full banners are officially confirmed, and this is the biggest reason your Astrids need to be on lockdown. In Phase 1, we are getting Hiyuki as the headlining anniversary character. But they didn't stop there. We are getting two massive reruns alongside her, Mornai and Yuno, who are still incredible additions to any account. Then, moving into Phase 2, the hype train does not stop. We are getting Denia, backed up by two more top-tier reruns, Chisa and Frolova. Yes, you heard that correctly, triple banners are officially back. This totally flips how we usually build our teams. In just one single patch, we are staring down two brand new high-ceiling characters, four high-value reruns, and a timeline that leads straight into a massive crossover. The damage ceiling just went through the roof. Think of Hiyuki like a champion Muay Thai fighter stepping into the ring, relentless forward pressure, massive combos, and just absolute dominance in her role. But to get the absolute maximum potential out of a Hiyuki team, you have to look to the future. Her fully optimized best-in-slot team will require an upcoming character named Lucilla. Lucilla is shaping up to be the ultimate wildcard and the absolute best-in-slot sub-DPS for Hiyuki. When you pull that perfect team together, it's going to feel like finally hitting that audio normalization on your editing timeline. Everything just snaps together, crisp, clean, and perfectly balanced. The support slot is a bit more flexible, but your new best friend is likely going to be Chisa, who conveniently returns in the second phase of 3.3. So, what about the current 3.2 banners? If you are eyeing Len right now, her pull value is still pretty solid, but here is the hard truth. For the optimized Hiyuki and Denia teams of the future, Linne simply won't be needed. Unless Linne is your absolute favorite character in the game, spending your pulls in the latter half of 3.2 is just reducing your pity progress for the anniversary. Let's shift gears and talk about the rewards, because this is where we need some serious administrative management of our accounts. A lot of players were holding out hope for a massive windfall of rewards, maybe a free 5-star selector or a huge surprise. The reality? The direct rewards are clocking in at around 45 limited pulls and 10 weapon pulls. That brings us to about 60 pulls total when you combine the limited and standard ones. While it's pretty much on par with the first-year anniversary, it makes complete sense why the community's reactions are a bit mixed right now. We only have about 10 days left before April 29th, and the remaining sources of Astrid are incredibly tight. It's like being on an aggressive cut to drop 20 kilograms. You have to track every single calorie, and right now, we have to track every single astrite. Here's exactly what is left on the table if you've already cleared the current 3.2 content daily missions. 60 astrites a day over 10 days gives you 600 astrites. Tower of Adversity 2A. The 2A resets on April 27th, just 2 days before the update. Sweating it out in the tower will grab you another 800 astrites right before Hiyuki drops. That is a grand total of about 1,400 astrites remaining from current sources. All the old events, the livestream codes, and the 3.2 content are already out there. If you haven't finished them, you have a nice buffer. But if you are fully caught up, 1,400 astrites is all you have left. If you break your discipline and spend now, recovering before the new banners drop is going to be incredibly difficult. Hey! Before we get into the craziest part of the leaks, if you want to chat about these insane banners, Theorycraft teams, or just hang out with some awesome like-minded players, come join our Discord server. The link is in the description. Now, let's end on a high note. because while the direct login rewards might feel a bit slim to some, the actual 3.3 anniversary patch itself is absolutely packed. We are not just getting characters, we are scaling up our gameplay loop entirely. Exploration, we are getting a brand new area to explore, and we all know new zones are a gold mine for currency. Narrative, fresh story content, and new quests are on the way. Events, a higher volume of limited events will heavily supplement our pull counts throughout the patch. Co-well and resets, new systems, quality of life features, and resets to endgame modes during the anniversary will inject a bunch of extra pulls into the economy. Even without an insane login bonus, the total value of the 3.3 update is incredibly strong for active players who actually dive in and play the content. It's just going to be a bit tougher for players looking for a quick, effortless payout. But here's the ultimate reason why your savings need to be locked down tighter than a high-equity business plan. The 3.4 Cyberpunk collaboration. Right after we run the gauntlet of the second-year anniversary, we are potentially stepping straight into the Cyberpunk collab in 3.4. This is the ultimate FOMO trap, guys. These collaboration characters might only be available during the 3.4 patch and literally never return to the game. That would make them the absolute rarest characters in the entire roster. We have to navigate a minefield of triple banners in 3.3, filled with 3.0 generation powerhouses, while older 1.0 characters remain buried in the vault. We are saving for the anniversary, but we are also saving for Cyberpunk. This is going to be so much fun, but we have to play it smart. So, I want to pass the question over to you guys. Who are you planning to pair Hiyuki or Denia with? Are you going all in on the anniversary, pulling for one of the reruns? Or are you completely skipping everything to Horde for the Cyberpunk collab? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read your team ideas.